The award for outstanding achievement is given to the person or organisation that's felt to have made a major contribution to conservation and the public understanding of the world's environment.
And to reveal who will be receiving this award, please welcome someone who's highly respected in the world of wildlife filmmaking. It is David Attenborough.
This year, the award goes to someone who, having been fascinated by wildlife from his earliest years, has taken every opportunity he could find in a quite extraordinary, busy and demanding life to speak out for wildlife. He's a skilled and dedicated wildlife photographer, and he has also been a natural history film narrator. 30 years ago, he provided the commentary for one of the first films on the Galapagos and described the sea lions with the relish for anthropomorphism that might get others these days into some trouble.
The cows are delightfully feminine creatures with melting eyes and sleek figures. And like so many humans, they obviously enjoy basking in the sun. They're also polygamous, which means that the harem can sleep peacefully. But the lord and master has to keep up a constant offshore patrol, lest some covetous intruder should attempt to snitch one of his more flighty wives.
Perhaps it's just as well for some of the rest of us that he didn't follow that career, but stuck to his day job. And if you haven't guessed yet who the award winner is, then I will now reveal his name. It is His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh. There's more. The Duke of Edinburgh was among those visionary people who, back in 1961, brought into being the first great international organisation for the protection of wildlife and wild places, the Worldwide Fund for Nature. He became the first president of the British branch of the fund, and after 20 years of that, he took on the presidency of the International Board of Trustees. His deep and first-hand knowledge of the subject enables him to answer questions about it in a way that is very far from routine or even predictability. Here he's speaking about the farming of a wild species, in this case turtles.
Cruel?
Yeah.
Well, that's a subjective judgment. You have to make up your own mind about whether it's cruel. I mean, is any farming cruel?
Do you think it should continue, this farming?
Well, if it's going to give the wild population a chance to survive, yes. Exactly like salmon farming, it seems to me that it's better to have them farmed than for the wild stock to be fished out.
So if we ask you whose side you're on, Your Royal Highness, I suppose the answer is the turtles, right?
I'm on the turtle side.
I refuse to believe that any thinking person would like to see all this disappear by default, by man's selfish disregard of the consequences of his own behavior. I'm convinced that we must conserve some areas as they always were before mankind interfered and disturbed the balance of nature.